What's up, Raider Nation? Welcome to TRU Raider Podcast. Today we are watching the Raiders go against the Chiefs, which could be a pretty big deciding game in this season for the Raiders. Now, right now, the Chiefs are, let's face it, they're playing really, really well. And we're going to see what this game is. So, real quick, man, let me finish up some stuff over here while we let some people come into the room. We are facing against a Chiefs team that is on fire. They started off the season really, actually, in a horrible condition, and the last 2 weeks they have looked absolutely way better. And we're gonna see what this looks like, because everybody's just saying this is a gimme game. The Chiefs are gonna win it. Da 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 da. And I wouldn't count us out. Do not count yourselves out. This Raiders team needs to actually show up today, and there's a lot of different levels of how this team needs to show up for it to actually turn out decent. Let me finish sharing out this live, man, and we're gonna get going. So let me bring TikTok in the room because I don't have them up yet. Bradley Wolf, what's good, man? The Raiders. It's up there. All right, so we do got a couple of things I want to talk about. I'm gonna go ahead and share screen. First off, to just get it started at all. So right now, the Chiefs, if you look at their season in the first 3 weeks, they were tied for 21st in points per game, which is absolutely atrocious, obviously, for the Chiefs anyway. And then last, from weeks 4 to 6, they are number 4. They're ranked 4 yards per game. First 3 weeks of the season, ranked 17th. Weeks 4 through 6, they are ranked 3rd. Yards per play, first 3 weeks of the season, they were ranked 19th. And then the last 3 weeks, weeks 4 through 6, yards per play, they are ranked 7th. So not exactly looking like a Chiefs team that we saw at the beginning of the season that was struggling, that was totally beatable, that was at the bottom of the division. What we're actually seeing is a Chiefs team that is starting to take their season form, and it's starting to look better for them. It is. Marco, no, I am not going to stream the game. Let's get your channel taken down. We will be doing the watch party here. Keep telling everybody, man. NFL Plus, $7 a month. You can watch all the games. Things come in clutch for me at times, man. Genty, 58 rushing yards. I am for the over. I do have Genty for the over. Hassan Hamrock said, watching online, Screen Variety. Interesting. Screen Variety TV. Never seen that. OC Nation with the Raiders. What's good, man? First 3 downs, 15-yard penalties, nothing but taking helmets off. Time to go back to our roots. Raiders. Al Davis said it. You must hit the quarterback and you must hit them hard. And we absolutely need this in this game, man. I've had a lot of people kind of roasting me in the comments, um, over a comment that I made earlier this week. And is that we need to just absolutely crush Patrick Mahomes. The first time that he crosses that line of scrimmage, I want him to get hit absolutely hard. I don't give a shit if we end up with a penalty. We need to absolutely lay a huge hit on Patrick Mahomes to send a message. You are not going to be your team's rushing leader against us. Because if we play that stupid game where Patrick Mahomes starts running out of bounds and then drops the shoulder on a defender that's trying not to hit him because them zebras are going to throw that flag, right? You know, when we have that going on, Patrick Mahomes knows that this team is going to let him run. You see it so many times, man. These clips of Patrick Mahomes, he's running up the field and he's weaving in and out of defenders like he's some great running back. No, if you look at the defender, they're not hitting him because they know it's going to be a penalty. I want somebody like Paul Mal, Jeremy Chin. Those dudes have been laying big hits on guys all season long. Jamal Adams, I don't give a shit who it is, man. Hit that dude. When he comes across that line of scrimmage, let him know that he is fair game. Right? I don't want nobody keep shouting nobody or trying to injure nobody. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying you need to go out there and hit him if he wants to behave like he's a running back, he can get hit like a running back. He ain't no Ashton Genty. Jeremy, what's up? Let's go. That's a nice hat, man. I've been wanting a couple of them. Ghetto Promises said Raiders going 3-4 today. So if the Raiders go 3-4 today, this is a big, big thing for us, right? And I know that I see some Bronco fans up in here, man. Bronco fans, Chargers fans, they want us to beat the Chiefs. It's a no-brainer for them, right? For us, not only the original game where, let's face it, there's so many times where we've been counted out. Ricky with the salute, Rudy with the follow salute. So many times we've been counted out in games like this, especially against the Chiefs, where we actually show up and play some legitimate football. And that's what we need today. Redhead with the follow salute. We need to absolutely show up in all phases, right? What I want to see is I want to see 0 turnovers. I have a feeling that if we turn over the ball at all, Arkansas should follow salute. If we turn over the ball at all, we might not recover. So what I want to see is we need to create a minimum of 1 turnover, and we need to have 0 turnovers. And I think that that's the recipe for us winning this game. I want to see us go out there like we did against the Titans. And I know that little dink and dunk and whatever, it sucks, right? It's not entertaining to watch. But we need Geno Smith to take care of the football. And I think that those deep passes will open up if we do this right. But if we don't, man, I got sidetracked by something. Desert Barn. Uh, check out Carlos Luna. All right. So yeah, we need these short passes. We need to complete passes, take care of the football. And Ashton Genty needs to have a big day. And let's face it, right? Spags over there in KC, he absolutely knows that Genty is going to be our key to winning this game. Oh, I didn't pull it up, man. I'll just Google this shit. I hate when I'm making an image for something and then I share it out on Facebook, but then I forget to set it up for the live. So it's Carlos. Um, so I'm going to pull up our inactives for today because this says a lot. It says a lot about what is happening with the Raiders right now. Week 7 inactives. We have running backs Zamir White, which let's face it, he lost his job, right? I don't think we should have had it to begin with. Then we have wide receiver Jacoby Myers. Jeffrey with the follows. Dude. Jacoby Myers, the writing is on the wall, y'all. And I made a video about this the other day, but I'll go ahead and talk about it. The writing's on the wall with Jacoby Myers. Let's face it. Jacoby Myers is absolutely going to get traded. I do not believe this whole thing that the one catch that he had last week, Jose, thank you for sharing the live, that he went and got injured. Right? He's been super healthy all year, and then all of a sudden, all these trade rumors come up, right? Diana Rossini starts talking about the Raiders are going to be open to moving Kobe Myers, that we might actually be trying to pull in a defensive lineman or a corner. And Diana Rossini, she's not right 100% of the time, but she she has some good insider information. And there's a lot of times where she puts something out there and then boom. Right? Um, so there's all trade rumors about Kobe Myers, and then all of a sudden he doesn't practice Wednesday. And then Chip Kelly said that he was expected to practice on Thursday. He didn't practice on Thursday. And then now he's listed as inactive. I do not believe that Jacoby Myers is too injured to play. I believe that right now what we're looking at is we have this game against the Chiefs, which is going to be very telling on what the Raiders are going to do moving forward. Right? Because if we lose this game, absolutely we're going to end up trading Jacoby Myers and maybe some other people. Right? There's going to be some roster moves. There's going to be some things that happen. We're going to go to 2-5. If we win this game, absolutely, the way I feel is that we're back in it. And if I feel like we're back in it, I know that Pete Carroll is going to feel like we're back in it, right? 3-4, we'll have beaten the Chiefs. That sounds really, really good, right? Um, if you if we win, I believe that we're going to work something out with Jacoby Myers to either refuse to trade him, keep him on the roster until his contract expires at the end of the year, or we're going to go ahead and give the dude some money and but if we trade Jacoby Myers, it's predicted that we would get a mid-round pick, get ghosted with the follow salute. And if Jacoby Myers leaves from the Raiders next offseason in free agency, we'll end up with a fourth-round comp pick for him. And if we're only going to get a fourth-round pick for him in a trade, why would we bother to do it now? The only reason we would do that now is if there's something bad going on in the locker room, or if he's not putting 100% effort because he doesn't want to go get injured. That way he can secure a contract with another team. I can see all those things, right? But unless we're going to get a third round or a second round pick for Jacoby Myers, which is doubtful, right? We got to remember, Jacoby Myers was a UDS and he did all the Patriots. He had several 800-yard seasons. He came to us. He had a couple 800-yard seasons, and then he had 1,000-yard season last year. And he's a good receiver. He's not a number one receiver, but he's a good receiver. Rambula with the follow salute. Oh, that's a shared live. Thank you. I missed that. Yeah. So Jacoby Myers, he's likely going to be gone, right? Because even if we win this game, I don't know, man. There's the trade deadline's coming up. We have a bye next week, and I believe that we play against the Jaguars at the end of the trade deadline. It's not off the top of my head. Yeah, we do play the Jaguars before the trade deadline. Trade deadline is November 4th. We play the Jaguars. So, I mean, it's looking like Jacoby Myers is like the fact that he's inactive right now. It says so much about what's happening. And then we got guard Caleb Rogers, rookie. He's inactive like usual. Tight end Brock Bowers. He was in limited practice. He didn't have the knee brace on, and he had a wrap on his. And they were talking like they were maybe going to try to get him to play, but we already knew since they pulled him out and didn't let him play that he was probably not going to play until after the bye, and that makes a whole lot. Sit Brock Bowers, let him get healthy, It really sucks not to have him against the Chiefs, but all right. We need to utilize Michael Mayer. And we got rookies, TJ, defensive tackle JJ, defensive tackle Tonka. Those guys have been playing that field like the whole year. I don't know why we're spending third and fourth round picks on players that are going to bench, but that's not the side, right? Salazar, no, that is not going to happen, unfortunately. So you get your shot and take him down, man. Just man, Anna with follow salute. Cammy with follow salute. So going back to it, man, we need to, for one, Rashid Rice is back for the Chiefs, and we need to not just let him come out here and have this huge breakout game. Right? He had a 6 week suspension. He was injured for most of the year last year, um, and they're already talking like he's going to be their main target. Right? He's going to be their main target, and we need to limit Rashid Rice. And I'm worried about who we're going to put on it because is it going to be Eric Stokes? Are we going to have Kayuju Kelly out there, who's ranked as like the worst corner in the league? We need him to not just. I think that we should put out Darian Porter. Honestly, I think that we need to put out Darian Porter and see what he can do against Rasheed Rice if it's not going to be upset. Yeah, Rasheed seeing that stat line, man. Although Geno Smith has 1,400 passing yards, he has 8 passing touchdowns and 10 interceptions. That is it, man. I like that. Another one is that we need to watch out for Patrick Mahomes on the ground. Ashley, thank you for the heart meet. Robin said Geno Smith, 3 interceptions, 6 sacks. If that happens, we are guaranteed losing this game. Like I said earlier, we need Geno Smith to not turn over the football. We need to get the ground game going early, and we need to not play from behind. But we gotta contain Patrick Mahomes because he's their leading rusher right now. And if he comes out here and thinks that he can be their best running back against us and not get hit, then we're gonna be in for a mess. OC Nation said, "What is your level of confidence in Pete? Every game that passes, it goes down for me." I'm getting really bothered that he seems so stuck in his ways. I mean, I hate to put it on old people like this, right? But like my experience with people that are in their 70s is they're stubborn. They're very, very stubborn. It's really hard to correct them or tell them that what they believe is not correct. And I think that Pete Carroll is kind of stuck in that. He believes that Geno's his guy. He believes that Jordan Meredith is his guy. What I think that Pete doesn't believe in is Chip Kelly. So my confidence in Pete Carroll has definitely dropped. I really thought that they were going to come out in a better fashion in this season. I think that the fact that we didn't add any corners in free agency, even though there was good corners out there, pissed me off. It's like why did we not add corner help when all off season everybody was worried about the corner positions. Like the secondary is looking kind of Gregory with follow salute. So yeah, my confidence in Pete continues to drop, and unless we get some consecutive wins, and start seeing Geno Smith actually play decent, then yeah, my confidence is going to continue to drop. If uh if Geno plays horrible today, let's say he throws multiple picks. I don't know how to say your name. CEK1 will follow salute. Um, I'd say Geno throws multiple picks today, and he doesn't end up getting benched after the bye. I don't know, man. AP with the heart me salute. Thank you. Coconut for life. The follow salute. So yeah, I mean, if this ship doesn't turn around and Pete doesn't start making some kind of moves or making some kind of staff adjustments, then yeah, I'm gonna absolutely lose all confidence in Pete. And Pete Carroll's gonna have a job all year, no matter how we do. If we lose every single game going forward, we're we're absolutely we're gonna have. Ashley said that was our biggest mistake not drafting corners, and needs to be benched this game. We did draft a corner, Darian Porter, who only played 1 year as a corner in college, and he's like a developmental piece. We picked him up in the third round, and then we picked up two offensive linemen in the third round, and that was just really a bad idea because we're not even playing them, not even considering them. So three third round picks, and none of them are being played. It's crazy. Um, and then Jack Besh getting picked up in the second round. I'm not really sure why they made that move. There was better receivers and better players available at the time. I think that we should have either gone corner or offensive lineman or defensive tackle in the second round. But instead, we went and picked up Jack Besh, who we're not even utilizing. Right now, he's got the start over Dante Thornton Jr. But let's face it, man, he's not being used. I think he's a good player, but he's not being used. Homer says, I need a huge hit on Patricia Mahomes. Penalty beat one. Exactly, Homer. Exactly. We need to hit Patrick Mahomes. I was going to say some shit that I shouldn't be saying. We need to hit Patrick Mahomes and make him feel it early. Anthony says, all I can say is RN for yes, sir. Yeah, actually, he's not being used and it's costing us. Light show with the follow salute. So why are we going to get a second round pick that we're not utilizing? Three third round picks that two of them have never even taken a snap for the Raiders. The other one, it's very hit and miss. For some reason, we're not playing Darian Porter. It's like, what are we doing, right? Like the majority of our draft class is sitting on the bench. OC Nation said the small player choice he is making in player's position, Meredith, and yes, QB is my biggest problem. Yeah, I mean, we all know JPJ is the guy for center, and there's a guy that comes in here all the time, man. Um, but, he talked about that centers are more prone to getting hit in the head because of their position. So, because Jackson Powers Johnson has concussion issues, that might be a big reason why they don't put him at center. Richard would follow Snoop, and I could believe that, man. That sounds legit to me. Hummer said, guys and gals, Mark Davis never lets any coach say rebuild or retool. Think of Gruden and a 10-year contract. He did an obvious rebuild that still said he expected a winning season. This is a retool. I agree with that, Hummer. And we need to just, as a fan base, let that be what we're doing, right? Let's go ahead and build this thing. Do it proper. Because this whole thing of like every year coming from being a shitty team and then, just being like, yeah, we're trying to win it this year. It's like, what are we even talking about, man? Like we have not put the proper pieces in place, and then they hype us all up, and they're like, "Oh yeah, like we're trying to win games, and it's looking like this, and it's looking like that," and they get us all hyped up. And then content creators like myself get up here and we're like, "Yeah, this looks great. This is going to be good because of X, Y, and Z," and then we absolutely look like dog water. Like we're building the expectation higher than it needs. Geez, look at that sea of red. Holy crap. I'm having a weird issue, man. My sound and my game are not lined up. Most got almost to the 40. Hold up. I got to refresh my thing because it's not. Dude, my game is messing up right now. Hold up. Genty with like what looks like a 3 yard run. I got to see. I might have some other things open on this computer that are slowing me down. Okay, it looks like it's getting smoother now. Bullseye with the follow salute. Yeah, he should close his eyes and feel the rival. I agree, man. Gino with the screen pass to Trey Tucker, who goes for a first down and a couple more. Okay, I think that my sound is finally synced up, man. I don't know what the hell is going on with all that. CNG said first down. No, my sound still isn't matching up, man. I hate that shit. So Runyon catches it and gains about 3 yards. Tight end Runyon. I'm gonna wait till after this first run, and then I'm gonna try to mess with this thing, man. Anybody else having issues with the game and the sound, or is it just me? My own sound giving me spoilers. Knocked away by Watson. That was intended for Dante Thornton Jr., who is getting the start in place of Jacoby Myers. 37. We're on the 46. Steps up, completed to Thornton for the first down. There's a flag. Holding, holding on the Raiders. Yeah, I'm running it on YouTube on Sunday Ticket on my computer, and it's just I don't know what's going on, man. The sound and everything's like that. 3rd and 17. Yeah, that's a horrible way to start the game. Completed to Michael Mayer. He's not going to get that first down. Moved us forward a bit. AJ Cole comes in to punt. That was a pickup of 10 yards. Okay, I'm going to close this whole window, man, and start over because that's crazy. Yeah, AP is too far for the field goal. Where did they spot the punt, y'all? See if I didn't drop the stream, man. Gunsmoke. So you're like 10 seconds ahead this time. I don't know what's going on with my shit right now, man. It says my internet looks good. I'm gonna do a speed test real quick, man. So right after the gate, man, we stalled out on that drive. While we did not look horrible or anything like that, it's like that penalty was costly. We got the first down, right? We were 3rd and 17, and only completed a 10-yard pass. So we didn't really take a big shot to get that first down, which I'm kind of surprised about, but it is what it is. It is what it is. So we're gonna start off early with Chiefs just get the ball away from us. Young P said that wasn't even a flag. Refs helping the Chiefs. Man. I mean, that's what they do, man. They're part of the OC Nation said JPJ needs to put in some work on Jones today. Yeah, I mean, Chris Jones is absolutely going to wreck Jordan Meredith. So I'm really concerned about that. Yeah, CNG, they called the holding on us, but didn't call that hold on the Chiefs. Of course they don't. That's how it goes. The refs are already in midseason form for them. Homer said, dang, JPJ killed the drive. Last year he had like 11 penalties or something crazy. The center is always watched more, part of why he is a guard. You might be onto something there, Homer. All right. The 8-yard line. Chiefs are going for a run. Blown up by Booker. I think my sound is still kind of off, man. Yeah, with the follow salute. Hmm, this is gonna piss me off, man. Completed a Travis Kelsey pickup of 7 yards. OC Nation said blocking schemes are so questionable. JPJ needs help from Meredith on the inside. I think it's Meredith that needs more help from JPJ. Nico with the follow salute, man. Kareem Hunt. Oh shit. Oh, Mal got the tackle on that. That was a pretty big pickup. Ashley with the share. Salute. Jay, great one. What's the score? 0-0. What's up, Chuck? This thing is gonna piss me off. I guess we're rolling with no sound. I hate watching the game with no sound, man. Holding on the Chiefs, huh? That's crazy. So since my sound is ahead of my stream, that makes me think that my stream is delayed behind your guys's. You guys let me know. Lucero, you're funny, bro. And of course, Travis Kelsey wide open, bro. That's just crazy. I don't know why. Like every time that we play the Chiefs, man, Travis Kelsey just always gets left wide open, dude. Paul Mal got the tackle on Smith, like a pick up a 5, pick up a 6. 2nd and 4, they are on our 35-yard line. And there's that right guard moving too soon again. Ah, wide open pass on the left side to Gray for first down. First and goal. Stopped for a gain of 1. I think that was Hunt that was running on that one. Second and goal. Screen pass to Rice. Gain of 2 yards. Third and goal. Let's get this stop. Third and goal. They're on the 4-yard line. Floats it up. Out of bounds. Incomplete. There's a flag. Of course there is. It's going to be on us. Holding defense. Of course. I Blue Kelly. Of course. See some Darian Porter, man. What a stupid penalty. First and goal on the 2-yard line. Ah, man. And Rice with the touchdown. Sneakerology said we are going to get hella cooked. Don't count us out yet. Count us out yet. There's a flag. Personal foul face mask. on the Raiders. They're throwing a flag just in case it didn't go through. Yeah, I actually said the same shit as last week for us or for them. Adrian said, already see more refs than good plays. Yeah, that shit's crazy, man. Let's see if I can get my sound to sync up, man. I don't know why I'm fighting with YouTube. My internet connection's good. Anybody else watching on NFL Sunday Ticket? Because my shit's all whack. I don't think it's on my side either. And my internet looks fine. Adrian got to do Red Zone live in Denver. CC said, "Can you please beat the Chiefs? Thank you." Yeah, that's what we're hoping for. Dom, what's good? What's up? Gun Smoke said this is going to be a hard day. The hardest part about today for me so far is that my damn sound is not synced up on the game. It's crazy. Sneakerology said Patrick Graham needs to go. Yeah, man. I mean, we we always have people talking about how good Patrick Graham is, but like, there's we play so much damn zone, it's like ridiculous. It's like when you play that much zone, you're gonna get beat. People are gonna figure out, okay, these are where the holes are. Just hit those holes. Yeah, I don't know. We're watching the game with us today, I guess. OC Nation still hype with the Raiders. Gotta get some more caffeine going, man. Touchback. Ball rolls out the end zone. No man said, I already turned it off. I'm going fishing. It's only a first quarter, bro. It's only a first quarter. See, there goes Jordan Meredith again, man, with a bad snap. The ball hit the ground. Geno Smith dives on it. That might be on Geno Smith. mean, it's very clear to me that Jordan Meredith is not going to snap the ball, though. Play action. Oh, thrown behind Trey Tucker. Ball popped up in the air. Did not get picked. Puts us third and 12. Hummer said, we have to be zone because our players are average or less than average man on man. We will get scored on way more. Okay, they're showing Jacoby Myers trying to run some drills and shit. Doing his best to pretend to be injured, I guess. C&G, am I that far behind? Yep. Geno Smith sacked. It takes us to fourth down. There's a flag. It sucks that I can't fucking hear the game, bro. So there's a flag on KC. Takes us to first down. Holy shit. Quick pass to Tucker. Jeez. Hit hard behind the line. He gets to the line of scrimmage. I mean, if you're not going to have proper blocking, why you AP? No, I'm not even playing on the TV, man. I'm playing it on my computer. Internet's good. This thing happens when I open up the game. They still haven't handed off to Genty, bro. What's going on? Completed a monster on the sideline, gain of like 3 yards. This thing happens when I open up the game on Sunday Ticket. There's like a spinning wheel, and then when it starts playing, the sound is already playing while the wheel's spinning, and then the picture's not caught up with it. It's crazy. Gunsmoke said, did the check bounce for the refs? All right, 3rd and 8. So Jack Besh, who is out of bounds, it's completed, but he only picked up 6 yards. Yeah, now API exited. I go back, I refreshed it, I keep doing it, and it's not fixing, man. 4th and 2. I'm really confused about the play calling because we should just be running the ball, running the ball, running the ball. And all I'm seeing is pass, 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 pass. So 4th and 2, we're punting the ball again. Push out of bounds, looks like the 16-yard line. George Ramos said, get rid of Geno Smith. I mean, if we had a better alternative, I'd be all about it. Unfortunately, we don't have a better alternative. Do I think that Geno deserves to still have a job? No, he's not doing anything that shows me that. Yeah, so Ashton Genty has 1 carry for 3 yards. Geno Smith has passed the ball 8 times for 31 yards. Like, what are we doing right now? Because see, now what's going to happen is if the Chiefs go down the field and score a touchdown, then we're going to be playing from so far behind that we're not going to run the ball. And then they're just going to try to pass the ball 50 times to Geno Smith. This is stupid. Gunsmoke. With the receivers we have out, I don't understand why we are throwing. We have a shit QB. Yeah, we have a QB that leads the league in interceptions. We're missing our two main wide receivers, or tight end and wide receiver, right? We got Brock Bowers and Jacoby Myers are out. Why are we throwing the ball more than running it? Raiders for life. We can't even get a first down. Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy. YBB trusting Geno, bro. Have faith. Nah, Geno needs to show that he's worth trusting, man. Hummer said they're stacking the box to kill the run, then man to man on receivers, so we have to pass to get them to protect against it. So we are outnumbered on the run. I mean, even the scripted first drive, we ran the ball one time, you know. CNG is calling for Kenny Pickett. Gregorius. Yeah, O'Connell is still on IR, man. OC Nation said, I really hope Pete is losing on purpose on the down low. If not, the whole coaching staff needs to go ASAP. He is not losing on purpose. I guarantee that. Incomplete, intended for Xavier Worthy. Gunsmoke said, we're playing to just not get shut out. That's it. Gunsmoke wants AOC back. What's up, Eric Conrad? How you doing? What's up, my boy? Raiders. Hey, man, you needed to be at the game, bro. So far, both times you told me you're going to a game, then we won that game. Completed to Xavier Worthy. Looked like a pickup of about 8 yards. Good tackle by Jeremy Chin. 3rd and 2. Yeah, Ronald, if we fire the coaching staff every year, then we'll never build a team. You're exactly right. We do that way too much. Sneakerology said, what do you think of my score? 42-3. No, I don't think it'll be that bad. Completed to Rice right up the middle. Roberts hit Jamal Adams. Damn. That shit's crazy, dude. Cammy Smith gives me anxiety every game. I was at the Colts game and so embarrassed. Yeah, every time he drops back, I I don't know what's gonna happen. You know, is it gonna be another pick? Is he gonna drop the snap? Is he just gonna take too long to get sacked? Yeah, bro. Every game you've been to, we won, bro. You need to be at all the games. What are you doing right now? Hunt stopped in the backfield. Whoa, got some pushing going on. It was a loss of 1 yard. Fatu pushed somebody. Sneakerology said Kelly is running a college offense. Yeah, you know that our offense is not being called well at all. You know, so like while Geno Smith is underperforming, I don't know how much that we can just straight up blame on him. Completed the Rice for 9 yards. He's trying to act like it was a first down. He might have got 10 yards. Oh, he got 10 yards, but still, it's 3rd and 1. Yeah, I don't know why Pete Carroll's so high on Geno at all. Like at all, at all. Eric, you're going to be at the Raiders versus Bronco game December 7th. We're going to test out this theory, bro. If they win that game, then you're going to just have to buy tickets for every single game, bro. That's it. Ooh, looks like we got the stop on that one. think we got the stop. You know the Chiefs are going to go on it, right? OC Nation linebacker on Rice. Why? There's a whole lot of whys. 4th and 1. Hummer, our D line is getting 0 pressures on Mahomes. Yeah, dude. I mean, so far, there's not a damn thing that we're doing that I'm happy with. That's an awful, awful way to start. Eric, who's Diego Pavia? Let's see. I'm gonna have to look into some tape on this guy, man. I'll check that out, Eric. AD and AZ was good, man. Salute, dude. Gunsmoke said this is going to be embarrassing. Just how embarrassing is the question? Well, the big one, man, is that our defense is the only chance that we have at winning this game. And right now, our defense is not only not doing great, but they're going to get burnt out early. OC Nation saying let's get Chucky for a midseason hire. You know, I'm not so sure that bringing Gruden back in the building would even help. You know, this last time he wasn't even doing that great. Honestly, he really wasn't. Speakerology, do you think Crosby needs to demand a trade? No. Now the thing is that like there's a couple of reasons why I think Max Crosby will stay with us. Um, depends on if he really wants to win, but he's quickly, rising the charts in, um, Raider defensive greats, right? He's hitting the record books constantly on the Raiders, and that's going to be like one of his big claims is that he's. Oh shit! There's Gardner Minshew on the Chiefs sideline, uh, but that Crosby is looking to be one of the best Raiders defenders of all time. So if he leaves, then he kind of takes that away from himself. And I mean, look how Devontae Adams has, left Green Bay, came over here, and then he went to the Jets, and then he went to the Rams, and like I feel like he would have been better off just staying with Green Bay. They're trying to get a penalty on us. Oh, they snapped it. And they got the first down, man. So they think that they were just trying to draw a penalty. Rumor said Butler is out with a back injury. He was warming up but isn't ready to play. I didn't even notice that Adam Butler's not in there. That's crazy. Back to TV with the follow. Salute. That's true, OC Nation. We were 5-2 before the whole. Oh, that was crazy. No flag. Holmes with a huge breakup, man. If he did not get that breakup, we're looking at a touchdown. It's funny. My dog came to check on me because I yelled. I'm surprised we didn't get a flag right there because Mahomes got touched. You know, dude's from Albuquerque, bro. Eric, quick jump pass, taken all the way for a first down. Smith. Diego Pavia is from Albuquerque. He went on Volcano Vista, played QB there. Then he went to New Mexico Military Institute, won a national championship for them. Then he went to New Mexico State University. Then he just transferred a couple years ago to Vanderbilt. He's doing a really good job. Plus, He was my brother-in-law's nephew. He's a really upstanding guy, and he can quarterback. You meant ball out, but yeah, that's a trip, man. Okay, that was short of the first down, but Chiefs did just run for a first down. It's crazy playing the game. Hand off to Pacheco, gain of about 3 yards. See, they're running the ball. Hummer said Gruden had the 10-year contract because he knew it would take two dead seasons to rebuild. His third season was on fire. Sacha led using Bruce system, and we made a playoff game. Missing wide receiver one. Yeah, I mean that was the only time recently that I feel like we've really looked at actually doing a legitimate rebuild, and it didn't go great. Oh, there's a flag on Tyree Wilson for hitting Mahomes. Oh no, it's Crosby, neutral zone. Works. Flexican, I agree. Shit, Eric. I'm gonna have to go check him out. Second and one. A handoff for Checo. First down. Pick up of 3 yards. Flexican, why do I waste my Sundays watching this abysmal organization? I wonder that sometimes too, man. It's good when it's good, and it's horrible when it's horrible, right? Dom, straight up, we know the Chiefs are a better team than us. Doesn't mean that we count ourselves out. Man. It's not like we never beat them because sometimes we do. Patrick Mahomes going for a run, just shy of first down. That was his first run, and I said we need to hit him hard on that first run, but there was really nobody there to hit him. Crazy, bro. Second and one, handoff to Pacheco, gain of 3 yards. OC Nation said two tight ends set. Brock and you're talking about Mayer, running back Genty. Kentucky offense would be fired. Just don't make him GM. Yeah, no shit. He definitely sucks at that. All right, first and 10. The ball was bobbled, but still brought down by Worthy. Stickerology. Do you think that Raiders should even come back out after the half? We're not looking like a team that's in this game at all. First and goal. There's like some little trick play, but there was a flag. It's going to be on the Chiefs. False start. Offense. Weird ass play, man. First and goal on the 9. Floats one out the back of the end zone. So you think winning wait, you think we winning was a miracle? It would take a lot at this point. We would need a takeaway on this. Nope. Touchdown. And it is a 2 possession game. Hollywood Brown. Great. AD and AZ said, I'm not watching the Raiders lose again. I'm watching Vikings versus Eagles. Good smoke. So we have our answer on how embarrassing this is going to be. This is a joke to them. Mark, are you in Vegas? Nah, I'm in New Mexico. Extra point is good. 14-0. Serge, I won't blame you if you turn off the TV, man. I mean, I'm going to be here watching. Going to be here. Sometimes it's pretty painful. I got to admit, right? To cover this team and try to say positive things about what we're doing, whether it's the roster or how we're playing, coaching staff. But it's like this is my second year doing it, right? And you guys know how last year went. It was horrible. So we're going back to back seasons of it's just covering a team that's not showing up, man. Covering a team that's not making the right moves. But let's face it, right? Is this a game that we should lose? It is. Is this a game that when the schedule dropped that I had us losing? It is. Did I have us starting the season 2-4? I did not. So going into the bye 2-5, that's horrible. Let's face it, man. We've ran the ball with Genty one time, one rush with Genty, and we're down by 14 points, which means that we're going to go out there and throw the ball, throw the ball, throw the ball, throw the ball, throw the ball. And then they're going to say, it's not Gino's fault. We were playing from behind. CJ said it. Horrible play calling. Exactly. Psychology. You think all the teams get excited when they see the Raiders on the schedule? They do. At my work, man, people are always excited to play us, man. Raiders IV Life. I know I'm watching. Yep. I'll be here, man, but god damn. That's some bullshit. I finally got my sound synced up and then it switched up on me, man. I don't know what's going on with YouTube today, man. Nathan said being a Raider fan ain't even fun. It's not, bro. Raheem Mostert ran it out to like 37, I believe. I'll try this again. See, yeah, every time I refresh the screen, it does a little spinning wheel, and the sound goes, but then the rest doesn't. All right, you're finally gonna give Ashton Jeanty the ball or what? Dude, this thing's pissing me off. Homer said regular YouTube TV is great today, is behind 30 seconds, but today it isn't. I just can't get my sound to sync up with the damn picture, man. Every time I do, I get a spinning wheel, the sound plays, and then the picture freezes. When it starts playing again, it's nothing. Total yards, 36. Chiefs, 184. Ashton Jeanty, there's a flag, though. He ran for a first down. Off sides on Jack Besh. Girology, I still remember the 0-2 Super Bowl against the Bucks. I do not, man. I remember the first half, and at halftime, I just straight up got a fist of crown and turned it upside down. That must have been 14 or 15. Dom said that's why Besh wasn't playing. Ashton Jeanty going for a run again. It was second and 13. That looked like a pickup of about 7. See, I mean, I'm just so confused on why we hadn't been running the ball, man. Even though we're behind, bro, we just need to run the ball. Yeah, exactly. OC Nation, Pete and Chip are waiting on being down 14 before running the ball. Crazy, bro. Third and 5. Of course, Genty's not even in. Gino, just run it, Gino. What an idiot. What the hell was he doing? He steps up in the pocket and then he's like running around like he's gonna make a pass. The pass wasn't there. It was clear he had to run, and he just like stopped on the line of scrimmage and folded. 80 and AZ. If I knew we were going to get the New York Jets Geno Smith, I wouldn't have been as happy about it. Exactly. Inland said, let's see the next line of scrimmage pass by Geno. We're not even getting those, man. Yeah, oh, see, Geno just stopped running when like the first down was so close. Like we are down 14 points. You better run that ball. Lou Post said, put in Pickett. I'm gonna tell you guys, man, for weeks I've been saying no, Kenny Pickett's trash. No, we need to just leave Geno in, and not because I really believe in Geno, but because I really don't believe in Kenny Pickett. But at this point, what the hell are we doing? Good smoke. That's the one thing we got going on, right? Yeah, and then nice special teams play. Got him down at the 5. Got that. We already have a lot of failed opportunities. We're looking like the Jags did this morning. That's sad, bro. That is sad. Homer said, Gino versus DC4, more interceptions, but remember how much DC4 fumbled? I mean, there at the end, it just got to this point because Derek Carr was legit, right? But then it got to this point where as soon as there was pressure, he would just kind of like grab the ball and wait for the hit when it's like there's still a play that could be made. Yeah, Michael F. We're not going to trade Max. Gino sucks. Our defense did not show up today. They got too gassed out against the Titans, I guess. Yeah, OC Nation. Yeah, I would take the Derek Carr that was doing horrible over this Geno Smith, over Gardner Minshew, over Jimmy Garoppolo. Would, man. Yeah, and then if we have any chance to win today, the defense needs to step up, especially the secondary. Our defensive line is doing horrible with Adam Butler out. JT Sweet Max looks like he's on vacation today. Hand off to Pacheco. Devin White wrapped him up. Are they ever going to blow the whistle on that? They just pushed and pushed and pushed and pushed and pushed. They give him the first down. Jeremy Wagner. Michael F. DC never had a defense, always had to carry the whole load. And one of the things that bothered me about DC is that, like, yeah, he wanted to get paid. He was a good quarterback, but he was taking bigger deals than Tom Brady. There's a reason why Tom Brady took small deals. That way, there was money left over to give him a team to support him. Uh, no pressure. Where's Max? Mahomes runs for first down, I think. Where the hell was Max? Every receiver they had was open. And then Mahomes just runs for first down. That's crazy. Screen pass, no tackling at all. Finally, Jeremy Chin wraps him up, gets a first down. A bunch of arm tackles and shit. Yeah, no mean bone in our defense, OC Nation. Jeremy, not a bad idea, right? We're down by so much. Put Kenny Pickett in. See if he does anything. I mean, what do you got to lose? Oh yeah, I forgot. Pete wants Gino to practice. The run stopped. Looked like about 3 yards. What about Genty? Billy, they're not using Genty properly at all. They waited until we were down 14 points to even have him run at all. Dennis said, I think Max might want to leave after this year. He wants to win now and not a rebuild. He's been doing for the last 23 years. Yeah, we've just been in constant rebuild, rebuild, rebuild. I didn't even see how many yards Mahomes picked up on that one. Why does it have to be the Chiefs? There was a little bit of pressure on Mahomes, but he just steps up, runs for first down, like it's nothing. Vanessa, disappointment week after week. I mean, this is an awful showing by us. Like, yeah, I get it. We showed up really good against a horrible Titans team, but like we did not show up to play today. Look, Max Crosby's out again. That's weird. That is weird for Max to be out there. Joe, the score is 14-0. AP might be right. Max might be like, why? Gunsmoke, we look worse than the Titans did against us. Max. Rice with the first down. Evan, no, I cannot. So you get your channel taken down. Dennis, fired Chip Kelly at halftime. You have to start running back and not know how to use him. Or I forgot you watching out. You don't overwork him. Yeah, and that's crazy, right? They keep talking about like it's a long season and you want these players to not be overused by the time you get down the line to the end of the season. But the problem is that they're not thinking about the fact that it doesn't matter if we're not even in playoff contention at the end of the season. Why are you going to have these players finishing the season strong if we're not even in contention? Like it's crazy, man. Like Pete keeps talking about this, Chip keeps talking about this, like as if we're a team that's already, won the majority of our games. Because if it was like that, sure, yeah, let's save them for the end of the season. We don't have that. CG Hunter, AOC needs another opportunity. And the way that Gino's playing, we might see that against the Jags. Gunsmoke said they might as well put Minshew in. That would be hilarious if the Chiefs put in Minshew. Yeah, Gunsmoke. All our players will be healthy for the offseason. Fantastic strategy. Dude, yeah, Raider Rob, what was up with Pete saying that the Chiefs went to rival this last week? He's like, oh, I'm not looking at it like that. It's like, what are you looking at? Like, oh, the Chiefs are just a team that's going to stomp us in our division, or like what? Because yeah, okay, they've pretty much owned our division for years and years, right? But you still have to look at it like a rivalry, man. There's a long-standing rivalry that was here before Pete, long before Pete. Two minutes left in the first half. Oh, Jamal Adams with the sack on Patrick Mahomes. He did a good job of gently laying Mahomes down so he doesn't get a flag. That's crazy. There's a sack on Mahomes, and we're getting replays of a pass that he completed to Rice. That's crazy, bro. Why are they showing the replay of Rice catching a pass? Oh no! Come on. Jonah Laulu almost had a pick, man. Almost had a damn pick. Can't believe he dropped that. OC Nation said team is playing with Pete's energy for sure. I guess he convinced the team that this is not a rival. Sad. Yeah, dude. England said the Butterfingers. Dude, he should have had that pick, man. See an interception right there? Because he's not going to take it all the way, right? But that could change the momentum of a game. Deflected but caught by Juju Smith Schuster. The first down. Yeah, Winters. Straight up, if Jonah Laulu ends up with that pick, could change the momentum of the game. McCollum got a hand on it, but Juju still caught that shit, man. Ah. Wrapped up at the line of scrimmage by Booker. Inland, you believe Crosby's getting his knee checked out? Yeah, that's great. That's what we need, right? Another damn Winters with the follow. Another damn injury, right? And that's what's going to happen right now. Oh, damn. Yeah, Crosby is getting his knee looked at. But that's exactly what's going to start happening right now is that since we're playing like dog water, you see after this loss to the Chiefs, we're going to have a lot of weird injuries going on. Two opportunities barely slipped by. I know, Michael. If you remember when Devontae Adams had an injury and then all of a sudden was magically healthy as soon as he landed on the Jets. So, I have a feeling that that's how Jacoby Myers injury is. Too. Gus really wants Kenny. Some people are done. Like I said it before this game, man, if Raiders got a dub today, I still see us being a team that could win up to 9 games. If they take an L today, especially if we look horrible, which we do, face it, guys, we're a 5-win team at best. That's what it is. Technology said you got to put in the picket at some time today. I doubt that they're going to do that. They're not even like trying to air it out. They're not trying to nothing. They're not going to replace Gino. They're just going to do this stupid thing that they're doing right now. OC Nation said Crosby is done for the game. Now watch how much worse we are going to be in the defense. Coons Fool's gold and Tyree moves like a sloth. Crazy, bro. Yeah, Inland. I mean, we at very least putting in Pickett would be a change of pace. Do something. Give us something. Completed up the middle to Juju. We're first down. Now we're first and goal. Yeah, Michael, you bring up a great point, right? This is really starting to look like the game has passed Pete Carroll. Everybody's like, oh, well, he's, the oldest coach in the NFL history, and da, 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 but he doesn't look like it, and he's got all this energy, but, this is really looking like the game is passing by. Crosby looks like he's pleading to go back out there, and that they're telling him no. I mean, going into the half 14-0, that's one thing, right? They hit a touchdown here, and we go into the half 21-0. There's definitely no coming back for that. Wow. David King, I'm going to tell you, man, I think that's some magical thinking you got going there. Tackle for lost about 3 yards. Smith. David King said Max Crosby is going to ask for a trade after this game. Not going to happen. I almost guarantee you it. Geno Smith gets benched for the year. Not going to happen. I pretty much guarantee that one. Chip Kelly gets fired. Uh, Probably not. He probably should. Oh, Max was back out there. Of course, they chop blocked for the knee. That's fucked up. Or are they showing the replay of when he got hurt? And then Jacoby Myers getting traded. Yeah, that one's the writing's on the wall with that one. So that's the part that I think that you're correct about. Okay, they're just doing a replay of what Max did. Oh, bat it up! All right. All batted at the line of scrimmage, incomplete. I thought we were going to get a pick there. Yeah, Crosby still has his helmet on because he wants to go back in, but they're probably holding him out. Hey, Jeremy, what Mark Davis does know about is WNBA. Pressure on Mahomes. Throws for the end zone, broken up by Jeremy Chin. Of course, there's a fucking flag. Yeah, let's get Romanowski to come out of retirement. You're saying pass interference? Illegal contact? This is stupid, bro. Like, bro, they're already blowing us out. Why you gotta pull the bullshit? And King Max Crosby has about 3 to 4 years left. He's not going to waste it in this go nowhere franchise. He almost left last year. The only reason he stayed is because of Pete Carroll. Look, man, I don't think Max going in. There's only one team playing if you ask the refs. He's still not said Pete will have us in the playoffs next year. You'll see at the end of this year. I don't know, man. The follow salute. Touchdown Chiefs. And that's all she wrote, folks. There ain't no coming back from that. Nancy with the follow salute. No, this is Patrick. We're not even throwing it because Pete knows going to get picked if you don't want to hear it. I mean, at this point, if Geno Smith throws some interceptions, you can't even blame the game on him. Going into halftime 21-0. Yeah, Ray, we're playing conservative. It's not even working. Like, what are we doing here? Ashton Genty only ran the ball one time, and then it was 14-0, and then they ran it a couple of times with him. Like, stupid. Disgusting right now. Carlos, what a joke. AOS said, we're cooked, chat. 6-7, we have our future quarterback on the bench. I don't think we do, man. I don't think we do. I don't think that any of the quarterbacks that we have are any good at all. But I still have the question of how much of it is on the quarterback and how much is on Chip Kelly. I mean, look at Joe Flacco, man. He was like the third most interceptions in the league. He goes over there to the damn Bengals and balls out against the Steelers, you know? CNG, we have Pickett. I mean, at this point, put him in, dude. Put him in. Either that or they need to just straight up just try to air the ball out with Gino. It's like, let's fucking do something. Down three scores going in the half. Michael, Harbaugh and Payton were never on the table at all. At all. They didn't even interview with us, Michael. Harbaugh and Payton were never options for the Raiders at all. And really, neither was Ben Johnson. Julio with the follow salute. CNG said, I truly believe Pickett will shine. And it could be that he's a better matchup for Chip Kelly's offense. If Ben don't break defense, I know it looks pretty broken right now. CNG Pickett has a chip on his shoulder and wants to prove he belongs in the league. I mean, we're seeing Mac Jones play good. We're seeing Daniel Jones play good. Baker Mayfield, like there's quarterbacks that were counted out, and I think it's time to count Gino out again, man. It's just done for him. See, and at least if you put in a different quarterback, then we have the opportunity to see. Okay, does everybody play horrible in Chip Kelly's offense? Ashton Genty rushed for 5 yards. That'll be halftime. David King, you're ranting about starting Aiden O'Connell instead of Pickett. Aiden O'Connell's on the IR, man. You can't even you can't play Aiden O'Connell. That's not an option for us. Because I pretty much guarantee that if Aiden O'Connell was even available, people would be saying Aiden O'Connell instead of Pickett. I think that Aiden O'Connell has proved more in the NFL than Pickett has. uh, Nation. Here we go. 4 and out in 10 seconds. 51 yards on offense. Yeah, Rodney, this team is a disaster. This is ugly, bro. Bold moves entertainment. What's good? Bro, this is embarrassing. Just subscribe to your channel. Hey, thanks for the sub, man. I appreciate it. This game is horrible. Absolutely horrible. I got nothing to even try to sugarcoat nothing at all. We look like dog water. What are you talking about? Connell's injury was at 62. What does that even mean? Michael F. We're saving Gino's interception towards the end of the game. Garbage time. Rodney, when will the bleeding stop? It's already dead. Raven working overtime. Are the Chiefs cheating or are the Raiders just playing bad? The Raiders are just playing bad. Yeah, Jacob. I don't know why they hadn't been running Genty. They were trying to throw all these little passes with Gino. I mean, let's face it, they're going to stack the box and try to get Gino to them, right? And he's not. Raider Rob, yeah, the Raiders gave up. Man. They absolutely did. Here we go. Okay, Aiden O'Connell injury was 6 to 8 weeks. Injury. It's already been 8 weeks after the bye. It'll be 10 weeks. Yeah, and Aiden O'Connell should be available when we face the Jaguars. And we're going to see, you know, if they're even going to consider that. Bold moves. Yeah, I can't believe we got rid of Carr to get worse either. I mean, at the time, it seemed like, you know what? It's time to make a good move. And then really what happened was Josh McDaniels thought he had Tom Brady lined up. Tom Brady decided to retire, and he went shit. And then they called up Derek Carr and they said, "Hey, just kidding. Will you please come back?" And Derek Carr said, "Nah, you already made my wife cry, and we're not doing this." And then he moved on to the Saints, and he didn't play very great over there. But I would have rather had uh, Derek Carr over Jimmy Garoppolo, over Garner Minshew, over Aiden O'Connell, over Gene Smith. I would have rather had Carr over all those guys. Now, was Carr a guy that was going to win a Super Bowl for us? No, he was not. But he's definitely better than whatever trash we've had since. Yeah, Michael, I did see a thing saying that Aiden O'Connell was out there throwing the ball. Lonnie Johnson Jr. was out there practicing, but they are still on IR. They have still not cleared to come back into the OC Nation. Aiden can't resist to throw into triple coverage since he entered the NFL. Aiden O'Connell wasn't even a great quarterback in college. Now, Aiden has had some very good games for the Raiders, but straight up, he's he's inconsistent and he he's not a guy that's gonna he's not gonna get it done. He's a good stopgap quarterback. Yeah, ball moves. I agree. At this point, air the ball out. We're down 21-0. Like, air the fucking ball out. I agree with you, David King. Kenny Pickett is trash. He's absolute trash. You've seen plenty from him. He's garbage. Michael F. said Carr was a good QB, but all these podcasters kept screaming, blaming him for everything. He was good, but I mean, he changed after that broken leg. He changed after the broken leg, and he had moments where he would flash and look good, and then there were other times where it was just like I had the same thing with Geno Smith. Geno Smith drops back, and I'm like, I tighten up, man, because I'm like, what's this going to be? And that happened with Derek Carr a lot. Now, did it happen less with Derek Carr? Yeah, sure. I had more trust in Derek Carr. But then, like, there would be pressure on him, and he would just hold up, like, and not even try to make a move happen. and I think it had to do with the fumbles. But the biggest mistake that we made was bringing Josh McDaniels in here. Yeah, 2016 was our Super Bowl. Almost 2016 was a great year, man. That was really, really good. But then after that broken leg, man, it just never was the same. Let's not say, nah, didn't get the experience and run the ball. Oh, but they're gonna save him for later in the season, right? No, David King, you're right. You know, AFC is better than Garoppolo, better than Minshew. And Geno Smith has not proven that he's any better. And we haven't gotten to see Kenny Pickett play with a different offensive coordinator. You would think that he would have done good on the Steelers. So if Pickett is garbage, what is Geno Smith? And then Geno Smith is a dumpster fire. LF Gaming with the follow salute. All right, so halftime is about to be over. I'm gonna run to the restroom real quick. I'll be back in 1 minute. T Dog with follow salute. Peter Medina, man, we're gonna be giving up players for draft capital. Yeah, we might have a fire sale after this. It could get crazy. That shit didn't make any sense at all. OC Nation said watching most of the new coaches having more success than Pete is so frustrating. You know, and I feel like Pete Carroll was like the guy that they're just like, this is who we need to go get. And I think that it was like what it boiled down to is Pete was the best option that was available to us. And then Pete, we wanted Gino, man. Damn, dude, I cannot get my sound to sync up at all. It's not gonna happen. I thought maybe at halftime, gonna change up a bit, but Gunsmoke said, I'd rather be watching AFC than Gino right now. That's all I'm saying. I mean, I can't argue with that, man. I can't argue with that. Baller blocking, you also blaming the coaches. What are you talking about, bro? Football is all about coaching. It's all about coaching. How many times have we seen The 49ers go to the Super Bowl with Jimmy Garoppolo. Brock Purdy, Mr. Irrelevant, plays great. Abigail with the follow salute. Mac Jones plays great. Like it's not because these guys are just great fucking players. You know what I'm saying? Because everywhere else they go, they're trash. Players don't want to play for the team. Yeah, usually because coaching loses the locker room, right? Crazy. Yeah, David King, it did have everything to do with Derek Carr's leg break. But then he did have a really good season in 2020. But then when all that bullshit happened with Gruden, with Henry Ruggs, and all that, Border Jumper Raider with the foes, when all that stuff went down, David, uh, he played well. But all of that led to us getting Josh McDaniel. Do I think that Derek Carr was going to maybe make a comeback? I thought he played great with Devontae Adams, but we didn't get the opportunity to really see that play out. We went out there and got Josh friggin' McDaniel. Yeah, you know, Gino does scramble horrible. He was supposed to be a scramble threat, but and be able to extend plays, but he doesn't. We're about to start the third quarter. I wanted to pull this up real quick. Ashton Genty, 4 carries for 19 yards, averaging 4.8 a carry. Geno Smith, 6 for 8 in the air, 31 yards. Our team stats, we have 51 total yards. They have 275. Disgusting. He's saying we have to run the football right now. Crosby is doubtful to return. Incomplete pass to Pacheco. So we got no Crosby in the second half. He's saying Tyree Wilson has to step it up. Robert, this is the worst game ever. This is pretty horrible, man. Well, let's see, man. Tyree's got an opportunity to step it up. Malcolm Coons needs to do something, anything. He hasn't done anything all year, man. Screen to Pacheco, who's tackled for a loss of 4, I believe. Devin White. Time to trade Gino to the Browns. Hey, man, in the offseason, I said that we need to get Shador Sanders, right? And then Shador Sanders fell to the fifth round. He hasn't even had an opportunity to start on the Browns. At this point, it would at least give us something to look forward to. Like, oh, let's see how this goes. One shitty game, and we'd be saying that we need to fire him, trade him, bench him. Ashton Genty will get 10 rushing attempts, Savage. Screen pass looked like it got a first down. Might be just shy, but I think it matter. The Chiefs set a record for 21 first downs in the first half. That's disgusting. Evo with the follow salute. Studmaster, thank you for the heart me. Appreciate it. All right, we're at 2nd and 7. Hummer said, "What if the defense backfield tried to play one-on-one, even if we lose 1,000 that way? We know if they have any skills or at all, or D coach errors." Play some man. I've been saying it all season since last year. Play some fucking man. It's garbage, man. We end up in this soft zone that just gets beat and beat and beat. Gunsmoke said the only call I'm really not happy with is picking Gino as QB. I mean, I watched a whole lot of his tape, right? Geno Smith was not on my radar at all. And when I watched his tape, it's like, yeah, he does have errors, right? He had some really, really good looking tape. And the idea was that it was going to look good in Chip Kelly's offense. But, oh my God. Oh, fumble. Chiefs recovered the fumble, man. Vaughn, yeah, we got zero offense, period. And right now, we got zero defense. Brick Steel, do you want them to put Pickett in? I just want them to do anything. Try something different because what you're doing is not working. Gino was talking about retiring after last season. I didn't even know that. I should have. Might after this season. This is disgusting. Yeah, Brick Steel, like, you really can't get worse than this. Cam Miller is on the practice squad. Can't put him in. Yeah, several missed opportunities. There was the missed pick, missed fumble recovery. At this point, it's like we're just watching it play out. First down, Chiefs. Jeremy Chin with a good tackle. David King said, "I tried to tell everybody since preseason that the Raiders weren't going anywhere this year. Pete Carroll's moves in the offseason stunk badly. I knew they were not going anywhere this year." Yeah, I can definitely agree with that, right? We didn't do anything to beef up the offensive line. The defensive line only got Thomas Booker. Dude, there's a flag out. I thought Holmes was actually going to contest that for a pick, but Xavier Worthy got the catch. There's a flag out. Penalty declined. Holding. But yeah, like the only thing we did was we traded Jacorian Bennett for Thomas Booker. That was a trash ass move. I do like the linebackers that we brought in. Those were good moves. Bringing in Raheem Mostert, that was a good move. But yeah, no, I can agree with you, David King. We made some awful moves in the offseason. Another run for 8 yards. It's like every time they touch the ball, it's like almost first down. You know? AD AZ says, "I'm not ready to blame the coaches, the GMs, the coordinators, all that jazz. It's the players. We don't have the personnel. We just don't have it." I'm not really confident in Chip Kelly. He's the guy that I really, really am not happy with. There's a flag out, but Pacheco just ran for a touchdown because we can't stop anything. What are they calling? Raiders had too many men on the field. Michael Ives said you need to try Pickett and hope it was the system and not him. It's, I mean, we've seen it happen in the NFL where, players just don't play well in a certain system and then they play good in another, right? So Gino's playing horribly. I want to blame Chip Kelly. So maybe Gino and Chip don't match well, right? Maybe Pickett and Chip Kelly do. I don't know. Yeah, David, we do not look like brothers. We're just both guys that have beard. Now the Raiders can't count AD and AZ, bro. Yeah, this is getting ridiculous already. 28-0. Too many men on the field. You still couldn't stop them. England, you were not wrong, bro. Couldn't smoke. This does suck. This does suck. I can't even try to sugarcoat. I can't try to say, oh no, well, there's hope in this, and or at least we have this going for us, or you know, I mean, at this point, put in all our rookies, give them some reps. Teams look like they're playing against the Raiders practice squad today. Carlos just forfeit the game. Yeah, Raider Rob, he's gonna say Gino needs reps. He needs practice. It's the process. Gunsmoke said it better not end in a shutout, Gino, and Pete can get the fuck out. I mean, in garbage, because let's face it, we're in garbage time. We need to at least be able to do something in garbage. Michael said, well, I think I'll go out back and play with my German Shepherd. This is a waste of my life. It is, bro. It is. And honestly, man, I can't help but just watch it play out, you know? David King, I agree with you. I've watched Kenny Pickett play and he sucks, right? Gino's not doing anything either. So it's more at this point of like, get a change of pace. Let's see something happen. Let's see something happen. It's like that meme where he's like poking him with the stick. He's like, do something. It's like, do something. Raiders 51 total yards. 51 total yards. Disgusting, right? Gustavo follows through. Patrick says, I wouldn't be mad if they trade Crosby. We wasting his talent. Ugh, that's a sad spot for us to be. Troy Ward, we don't even have to worry about officiating, bro. Raider Steve with the follow. Salute. CNG. See you later, man. Peter with the follow. Salute. Yeah, now they're giving Ashton Genty the ball, but he's not going anywhere. Yeah, I don't know, man. David King going into the bye week after a blowout like this, who knows what's going to happen? For one, Jacoby Myers is gone. 3rd and 8. Dino Smith gets sacked. Chris Jones. I mean, I needed that for my parlay, so it's going to happen at some point, right? Because at this point, like what I need is for my damn over and unders to hit, man. AD and AZ said, I'm not embarrassed because I totally expected this. I didn't think it was going to be this bad. I thought we were going to at least show up as a defense. I figured that we were going to limit their offense, but that our offense wasn't going to get anything done. Even AJ Cole was an awful punt. Flag. Yeah, Gunsmoke. It's weird, right? It's always the same. No matter the coach, we always do uh, things in the wrong order. It's like it seems like no matter what players we have, no matter what staff we have, it's like it all looks the same. Which and I understand there's a lot of people here on TikTok that keep saying, "Oh, well, Mark Davis needs to just sell the team," and if that's what it takes, but unnecessary roughness on the Chiefs for hitting a player out of bounds. Bro, we're going to be the worst team again. We're not because the Jets and the Titans are worse than us. That's crazy, bro. Why are they hitting McCollum while he's out of bounds? That's crazy, bro. OCH, you're not wrong. Why trade Crosby? This coaching staff can't even put the current players in a position to succeed. They can't and won't develop nobody. I mean, Spytek's first drafting year was not great, man. We got Ashton Genty. Yeah, that's a great pickup, right? But then who else that was even worth drafting? Raider 7528. How you feeling, man? What what pick in the draft are we gonna be after this horrible, horrible loss? Oh, and what happened to Worthy? It looked like his hand got hurt. Gunsmoke said, I thought we'd at least put something on the board. Yeah, something, anything. Cash said This is great. Let the tankathon begin. Top three pick. Here we come. I mean, at this point, man, we're looking at 2-5, right? We're gonna be 2-5 going into the bye week. At this point, it's like, yes, I do want to see the process develop, right? I want to see our players get in a good groove. I mean, we got a whole bunch of new guys that they didn't figure it out in the offseason. So I'd like to see us actually have a team that develops into something that's decent. But yeah, I mean, we're going to need some better draft capital, is what's going to happen. Because at this point, winning games is just stupid. Might as well tank for an O line or something. Yeah, I would love to see us pick up a quarterback, um, either a guard or a tackle, defensive lineman, corners. We have way too many holes. Way too many holes. Dennis said, "Fire the OC and line coach. This is why we fire AP, or we should have left him. Nah, AP was over there wearing Raiders gear, and he can suck a foul straight up. FAP. How about that? Yeah, the Raiders better not be depending on Arch Manning, David King, because he's looking like garbage. There's a couple of, I mean, this is a deep quarterback class, right? And so this next draft, there's going to be plenty of quarterbacks coming out to the NFL. We better get something good. Okay, Radio 7528 says that we will be at draft pick number 5. Hey, top 5 and something. Yeah, besides interceptions, right? Cash said the Titans are winning and the Cleveland Browns are winning. Come on, you can't tell me the Raiders aren't the worst team in football. I mean, we might be, bro. But right now, statistically and standings, we're not. Panthers are beating the Jets. They're having a great tankathon over there. Dolphins are getting their asses kicked by the Browns. Dolphins are probably going to be shopping for a quarterback. Of course, nobody on the defender at all. Mal getting beat again. Huge pass downfield. I don't even know who that guy is. He's probably third string. No, the Titans are losing, man. Patriots are yeah. Bring back Ricky B. Worthy rushes for a first down. Now here comes the trick plays. Yeah, this is practice. Yo, who getting fired? I don't know, man. I don't know. At this point, our defense sucks. Our offense sucks. Nobody showed up for this game at all. Looks like we had the bye week early. OC Nation said, I was going to sell all my tickets. After that, I'm going to every game and letting Pete hear all the F bombs the whole game. There we go. Geno Smith has thrown for 31 yards the entire game so far. I don't think we've had a single first down. Chuck Morris says, "Fire everyone, fire everyone." This is disgusting. We have 48 total yards. They have 405. We have 2 first downs. I didn't know we had any. It's kind of amazing right there. Incomplete pass. We have Snowden just jumping up and down in front of Mahomes instead of sacking him. But that was crazy. Luke with the follows through. Khalifa's queen. I'm so over the Raiders, dude. Yeah, this is garbage, man. Absolute garbage. They're all dazed and dumb this game. Yeah, it's disgusting. Toxic with the follow. Absolute. It's disgusting how we didn't show up for this game at all. We didn't even like pretend to show up for this game. Like we didn't even do that thing where we have like a good opening drive and our defense gets a stop, and then after that we just totally get smashed. We didn't have that. It's just straight up just garbage. Garbage. Chuck said we need John Gruden to light a fire under these overpaid. I mean, fuck it, man. At this point, I'd welcome John Gruden back in the building just for entertainment. Yeah, Rock Kermit is doing us dirty. I mean, let's face it, right? Has 31 passing yards. 31 passing yards. I know our whole team is playing terrible, but 31 passing yards. That's worth millions, huh? Gone with the follows through. David, if you're right, bro, I can see it happen, I guess. I don't think it's going to. OC Nation said, my Chucky campaign starts today. Chucky will make the Raiders great again. That was crazy, bro. Oh, Chucky. That would be wild, right? No, the Chiefs didn't have to cheat in this game. Did they cheat on the regular? Yeah, of course they do. It's obvious. How even if all right, so if calls were going in favor for the Raiders that they do for them on a regular basis, I'd be like, this is bullshit, but I'm here for it, right? That's not what happens. Dre with the follows the Raider Jake, what's good? Go Raiders. Yeah, Chuck. The coaching staff did a terrible job preparing them. When Crosby was out there, he was doing nothing. Oh, Raheem Mostert got to about the 35 on kick return. David King, you're the only one that's screaming for Kenny Pickett to go in now. You were all mad about it earlier. What's going on, man? Chuck says the players have given up on this coaching staff for the Raiders. It really shows. It's become very, very, very cool. All right, let's see. I think I need Genti to pass 60 yards. So Geno Smith rolled out to the left, completed pass to Dante Thornton Jr. There's a flag. It was a first down, but we got a flag. The score is 31-0. Technology, you think the Raiders score? Yeah, it's garbage time already. They're gonna let us score at some point. Personal foul on the offense. Stone Forsythe. What? What happened? OC Nation said that would be a big middle finger to the NFL for sure. Mark don't have the balls for that. I know we do it for sure. What, bringing Gruden back? Can see the same shit that happened to Max on a block. Oh, when they chop blocked him and took him out of the game. Brutal, man. Yeah, David King. I mean, but we might as well put him in there. It's garbage time. Like if Gino's like their true starter, like they should bench him at this. Peter said Kirk Cousins is just chilling in Atlanta. At this point, I'm not so confident that bringing anybody in is going to change this. Like I do not think that we are a quarterback away from playing good football because we've had what 2 games all year where our team actually looked like a legitimate team. Okay, I guess I could call it three. Even though I guess I'll call it three. Patriots, Bears, and Titans. Those are the only 3 games that we've shown up for. Every other game, we haven't even shown up for it. What is going on? Screen to trade Tucker, pick up about 4 yards. Later, Danny. Dennis said, "Why do we watch this? We deserve better." Yeah, another screen pass to Trey Tucker, pick up of like 4 yards. It takes us to 30 and 16. I don't even know how to say your name, Caricatura? Is that how you say it? Thank you for the heart me and the pumpkin. Appreciate it. Geno Smith to Ashton Genty on the screen. Genty is still on his feet. Gets us to 2 yards till the first down. I mean, go for it at this point, right? Gino needs practice on fourth down. Okay, cartoon. All right, cool. I'm surprised I got that right, honestly. 4th and 4. Geno Smith passes it to no one. What the hell was that? What was that? Look at Pete Carroll. He can't even like. He took off his headset. He was like, "What the fuck was that?" Yeah, OC Nation. It is kind of wishful thinking to think that Kenny Pickett might do anything, but where was Geno Smalley throwing that ball, man? Garbage, dude. Pickett would have done the same thing. CNG probably. Pickett sucks. I'm not gonna lie. Pickett sucks. Geno Smith sucks. Pickett sucks. It is what it is. David King said, I actually think it'd be awesome if Derek Carr came back next year because this time he would be the one that would be calling the shots, not the Raiders organization. I don't know about all that, but I mean, yeah, unless we're gonna actually pick up a good rookie quarterback in the draft, yeah, Derek Carr for sure. Was Chris Jones just drinking a fifth on the sideline? What was that? Yeah, it's probably is time for AOC next week. Well, 2 weeks because next week's the bye week, dude. So bad, Gunsmoke. So bad, he sucks. Gunsmoke said he got scared. Yeah, and just what threw it to nobody. You can't throw the ball away on fourth down. Yeah, Pete Carroll can't defend him at this. Chuck, what's up, man? Gunsmoke said when we had DC, we always played better in the second. Yeah, we were like always playing from behind too. Chuck said, "Wait till Minshew burns the Raiders." Yeah, I mean at this point, I'm surprised they've had Patrick Mahomes in the game. He's just padding his stats, you know. Gunsmoke said, "Can't wait for AOC." Garbage Min Garbage Minshew is in. Is that what's going on? No, I think we're gonna leave Chino in the whole time. CNG. It's gonna be what it's gonna be. My NFL Sunday tickets performing about as good as the Raiders right now. Chiefs run the ball for about 3 yards. Garner Minshew. This shit's kind of hilarious. James Wolf, what's the chances we put Kenny Pickett in? Probably very, very low. They're going to say Gino needs to practice. He's 34 years old. I don't think he needs any more practice. False star on the Chiefs. Let's see. Gus said step one, fire Chip Kelly. Step two, promote Coach Ali to OC. Step three, cut Gino. Step four, bring back Carr. Yeah, I don't know, man. At this point, we just need to like run something different just to take a look at it. And that's why I'm talking about Kenny Pickett, because I've been saying for weeks, no, Kenny Pickett's not the solution. No, Kenny Pickett is garbage, right? Exactly, Robert. It's Coach Pete Carroll saying it's just practice during game days. Throwing the ball for like another three. Okay, what's Raiders' record? After today, we will be 2-5. 2-5. See, look, Gardner Minshew didn't get them a first down. Oh shit! Bench everyone. I agree. That's crazy that they're punting. And we are down on the 8-yard line. That was weird that they punted that. Yeah, check what was up with that. No, the difference, Dennis, is that 90 Dimes was actually had some good seasons on the Giants and put up good stats, but then just wasn't getting it done, and so they moved on from him. He was playing lights out at the Colts, right? Kenny Pickett never had any of that going. Kenny Pickett never even threw double-digit touchdowns in a season. So Ricardo Perez with the follow salute. Sneakerology, they feel sorry for us. That's why they punted it. Robert said, just glad I got to witness 3 Super Bowls while I was alive because I probably won't see another one in my lifetime. And I got to see us play in and lose one Super Bowl. OC Nation said, can't wait to hear from everyone on the Raiders payroll say it's a process. We need to have patience, time to put the talking. What? Need to put the talking shit hat on for sure. What? Oh, 408, we got it. Bench Gino, bench Gino, bench Gino, bench Gino. TNG said, I'm telling you, Pickett can make it happen. I'm thinking like Carr, we will never playoffs. Look, what I'm seeing here is that it's very, very clear that Geno Smith is not a solution for us. So we need to be looking at moving on from Geno Smith for next season. So, I mean, at this point, it's almost like let Geno Smith play it out and get us a good draft pick. Gunsmoke said, let's see if we can get a first down. I think that'd be like our third of the game. I don't know. It seems like every time we get a first down, there's a flag. From our own 8-yard line. Throws it low, but gets a first down to Trey Tucker. Picked up about 14 yards. No flag. Ohio State could beat the Raiders. Yeah, I was actually watching the Ohio State game yesterday, and I was like, yeah, they could probably beat the Raiders, man. All right, 1st and 10 on the 22-yard line. Hand off to Genty. Nowhere to go for him, but he makes something out of nothing. There's a flag. He picked up about 4 yards. What's it on us? Holding on the offense. Oh my God, dude. The fucking team is trash. Carter said Genty should be out of the game too. Yeah, probably, honestly. Gino throws behind Dante Thornton Jr. And I think that could have been a decent reception if Dante Thornton Jr. was on the same page as Gino. Yeah, that was on Dante Thornton Jr. because he flipped around to the other shoulder, so the pass was where it was supposed to be. 2nd and 20. What the fuck was that? Geno Smith just spikes the ball. What happened? Yeah, 2 first downs, 70 yards of offense. Heads must roll, and the body feeding the dogs. Geno Smith almost sacked and almost threw a pick. See, he spikes the ball when there's like almost no pressure, and then tries to make a pass as he's getting sacked. DJ Glaze just got beat. Alex Cap was out there. We were punting out of our own end zone. Telling you, man, like I really think that Chip Kelly is a bigger liability than Gino, and I think Gino is an absolute liability. But I really think that Chip Kelly is like the biggest problem that we have on our whole staff and roster. This dude is garbage. He's garbage. CNG throwing up all the pumpkins. Salute, man. Appreciate that. 20 pumpkins from CNG. I appreciate that. Yo, Tom from MySpace. What's good, man? Oh shit. That's crazy, bro. I recognize that picture right away. Oh shit. Times are tough. Yeah, you're over here on TikTok, Tom. Good Smoke said as long as we have Gino, we top 3 in the draft. It's crazy. What time do the Raiders play? I don't know, man. They haven't shown up yet. The Chiefs are already playing. CNG, I'm out. I will be at the Giants game wearing a flag. Let's see, CNG. Let's see, man. Yeah, I mean, at this point, I'm on page with Kenny Pickett. I am. Because, like, what are we even doing? Manny Fresh with the follow salute. Like, what are we even doing? We already know what Gino is. There's like nothing happening in this game. He's not going to make a comeback. He's not going to nothing. Like, do something, man. Help put Jacoby Myers to play quarterback. Raiders think they're on the bye week already. Yeah, we're getting a double bye week. And we got Max Crosby hurt. JPJ's out of the game. I don't know if they're just sitting him or what. They should sit Genty, which sucks because I needed him to rush for 60 yards. Chase said, I had to turn off the game. Gino got to go. He's fucking garbage, dude. Gino's garbage. Chip Kelly's garbage. Our O line is garbage. But I think that our O line is also part of it because there was the debate: is it Brendan Carroll? Is it our players? Is it Chip Kelly's offense? You know, and I really think that Chip Kelly's offense has our O line playing like trash, our running game playing like trash, our passing game that doesn't exist. They're really just gonna have Garner Minshew go in there and do nothing but handoffs. Oh, and why does Gino throw in the triple coverage? Well, he's also trash. I'm not saying that Chip Kelly's the only problem. I think he's the biggest problem. Yeah, Chiefs are better, but it's not just about this game. It's not just about this game at all. It's about that our whole season has been trash. That's one just get a field goal at least. Yeah, I doubt it. Another handoff, hit in the backfield. That was Tyree Wilson. Tackle for loss, I think. Wow. Raiders, 0 division titles since 2002. Kansas City, 9 straight division titles. Yeah, I mean, I think that we're going to get shut out. We're going to get shut out. David King said this game sure was a nail biter for about 30 seconds. You know, if we had that much. Will Williams said O-line coach son fired now. How you bench JPJ and not Gino? They took out JPJ because they don't want him to get hurt. They should take out Ashton Genty. Pete Carroll's looking like a guy that's not so sure that he's going to have a job for very long. Oscar said at this point, our highlight is Gino not throwing an interception. Yeah, you can't have an interception when you don't throw the ball at all, right? He's got 30, 31 yards of passing. Some bullshit. Okay, 67 yards passing. Okay. Oh man, I really thought that we are going to be a run heavy game. Ashton Genty has 6 carries. Ashton Genty has 6 carries. Gino Smith only has 16 throw attempts. Like, what are we doing right now? Scorpino, yeah. This is crazy, bro. This is absolutely ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. OC Nation said Chip has some responsibility to how bad we are playing for sure, but it all lands on Pete. And I don't know that Pete Carroll is. I don't think that he can coach in the NFL. Man. It's 30-11, rush for about 5 yards. Underneath that with the follows. Eric, put in Pickett against the Jaguars. I think it's going to be AOC time against the Jaguars. But, the problem that I'm seeing, the business with the follows through, is that we should have played Kenny Pickett the whole second half of this game. At least the whole fourth quarter. Give him some reps, see if it looks like anything, right? That way we can kind of make a decision going into this game against the Jaguars of who are we going to play. We're probably just going to play two. Yeah, Daniel Lopez, Pete Carroll looks lost. The score is 31-0. Alex Bachman with the fair catch. Bounty Hunter, I've been saying put in Kenny Pickett. You have. You've been very consistent with that. Yeah, Corey, 31-0. It's disgusting. Disgusting. We're on a commercial. I'm going to go hit the restroom. I'll be right back. Gunsmoke with the Aces O'Connell. Yeah, David King. The problem I have with O'Connell, though, more than anything for this year, is that they've he looked horrible in the preseason. Abel with the follow, Cindy with the follow, salute, salute. Ramirez said I turned off the game when it was 21-0. Lucky with the follow, salute. Easy. What happened there? Kenny Pickett's in, and we already lost the ball. Fumble on the first snap for Kenny Pickett, recovered by the Chiefs. Oh my God! God damn, dude. What the fuck? Davey, I'm ready to throw away all my jerseys. Is Paul Mal hurt? Yeah, defense has been on the damn field the entire game. Time of possession, we've had the ball for 15 minutes and 14 seconds. The Chiefs have had the ball for 38 minutes. Oh, God. Who would you want for the Raiders' first pick in the draft? I haven't really done enough research yet. I won't watch enough yet to really get to that point. After this bullshit, I might start watching some college tape. Tyree Wilson stepped on his fucking ankle. The run was stuffed with the line of scrimmage. Mike with the follows, Lou. Eric, this season worse than last season. Yeah, I didn't think that our team could get worse. It has. I mean, you've been a fan since '06. That's a horrible year to become a fan of the Raiders, man. That was rough. Third and 8. Chiefs rushed for 6. Fourth and 4. I mean, I feel like we stopped the Chargers worse a couple years ago. Juice with the follow. But we didn't shut them out. You know what I'm saying? Honestly, it's almost better if we put up a fucking zero. Because at that point, how do you have any excuse for Chip Kelly? How do you have any excuse for Geno Smith putting up a big fucking zero? How do we have any excuse for any of them? Radio 7528 said you can catch NBA next week as it returns. Hard issue clothing with follow salute. Yeah, Leah, need to force decisions. Stovetop said Mark Davis needs to fire everyone. Kenny Pickett rolls to the left, completes a pass to Jack Besh. Still on his feet. Goes out of bounds. Looked like a pickup of about 6 yards. We got to see our first pass from Kenny Pickett. Oh, damn, bro. Dolphins doing bad like us. At least they have 6 points on the board. We didn't have that. Hand off to Dylan Lowby. Barely breaks the line of scrimmage. Gains about a half a yard. Michael said, the Raiders are terrible, man. Y'all were saying Pete Gino would be good enough to contend. Yeah, I mean, I honestly believed in that. Looking at their track record, looking at the tape, it was like, okay, no, it's trash. Kenny Pickett with a screen to Dylan Lowby stopped at the line of scrimmage. He only needed 3 yards on that one. Fourth down. At least Andy Reid is showing mercy, right? But not just having Patrick Mahomes in there, just fucking scoring touchdown after touchdown. 4th and 1, and we are punting it for some dumb reason. Why are we punting it? It looks about the 35 ish. Raiders 7528 said, I don't think we're going to score. We're going to score as well as Beavis and Butthead. Honey Martinez follows salute. Freddie said, why are we still watching? I don't know. I have no idea. I have no idea, bro. But we are. Raiders 7528. Why week? Do we clean house? I mean, probably not, but what would you suggest? 7528? What kind of house cleaning do you really suggest? Number said, who does sacrifice after this? Are they already taking knees? Yeah, we're not. Yeah, just run the clock. Yeah, Michael, y'all don't get how the Raiders have been doing the same thing for decades. Sign an old free agent, Raiders fans get hope, and then rinse and repeat. Yeah, no, we've been running that same bullshit over and over and over. Yeah, David King, I saw an instant difference, instant fumble. Gunsmoke said, I'll see y'all at draft time, I guess. I'll still be here every week doing a watch party, man. But, it is what it is. David King said, I almost think that Pete Carroll might even be fired in this offense. Yeah, but who were they going to put? Rob Leonard? Patrick Graham? I don't really know, man. Hummer said we're watching because the train is still wrecking. The caboose hasn't caught fire yet. Yeah, 93 total yards is embarrassing, Michael. Embarrassing. Santos with the Gino can't score Smith. Dennis, how did Gino do? Trash. Special teams coach is in Green Bay. I'm said, nah, they'll keep Pete. They're probably going to keep everything. Probably not going to do shit. Yeah, Santos, can we get Rich Bisaccia back? I mean, that ship is already sailed. If we were going to keep him, we should have kept him right away. After he helped getting us into the playoffs, after the Goons fire and all that. Oh, disgusting, man. Disgusting. Will said team is a complete joke. Whole complete coaching staff, a few players need to go. Season was over in a week. Yeah. So that's really going to be it. Raiders total yards 93. Chiefs total yards 435. That's that they should pat Mahomes out, put in Garner Minshew. Time of possession, the Chiefs had the ball for 40 minutes. 40 minutes the Chiefs had the ball. But guess what? Geno Smith didn't throw an interception, so it's not his fault. That is the most disgusting game I can ever remember watching for the Raiders. It's crazy. Alex Bachman actually went for it. Alonzo with the follows through. Who's responsible for this? Gino or Pete? Gino, Pete, Chip, everyone. Everyone is responsible for this bullshit. Sneakerology said it's been a rough 30 years. Oh, man. Disgusting, man. This is absolutely disgusting. That's the final score, y'all. 31-0. I got nothing more to say. Shit talk this team for the last 3 hours. I'm gonna just go enjoy the rest of my Sunday, y'all. Look, I'll be putting out a video in the next couple days, probably Tuesday, talking shit about this performance and what we're looking at moving forward. If anybody gets fired or benched or cut or some shit, I'll make a video about that. Um, it is what it is, man. This game was trash, and we'll see what happens moving forward. Next week's the bye week, so there's no watch party, and I will be back for the watch party against the Jaguars, man. Like always, I love you, nation. So I'll catch you guys on the next one.